Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
53, Mike.
Snap.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero as James White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go.
Block off of play action. That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Two jet bombers. Hey, orbit. Ready.
Block now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Switch. Kill. Turn it up. Clear.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Cover. Get in the right room. Hey, stand up.
First down, here's White. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Point 6. Check tight.
First down, Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. throwing. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
I'm going back to you.
6-6, pull it high. 10, under 10, 10.
Check 99, check 99.
Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
18 on the play. First down, New England.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tighten up, tighten, lock it.
Here's White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
70, Indy. Bravo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
X3, 218, chop.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Pilot, 64, win, snap.
On first down, it's White. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Leo!
He's checking. Crash.
Hey. Shoot!
Throwing his lock on third down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Prescott off play action. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Check.
Ready?
The drive starts with a run by White. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit. The 35.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster.
Your trip is here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Hey, you got 3 down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On play action, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the ready.
53, Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run on 1st down. White, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
61, matchbox, White.
Complete to Hilton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the turnover, here's Locke. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit. Right there. 54.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Check three. Check. We're going to 53. Alert 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Ready.
The 42-yard line.
Check 53's mine. I got one.
On 1st down, it's White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Look at me. Now.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 52. Check 3.
Smooth. Go, go, go!
Push him back. Push him back.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the ball. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
53, check 53.
Ready.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
Get it.
To throw it is Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Don't get nervous.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
80 weapons. Hey, Echo.
Here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Now Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Team 6. Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On first down, White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now White, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Lock gonna throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Jets on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Minshew. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Going on the ground, it's White. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for New England,